Ancient, mysterious, the Chinese martial art of Wudang boxing and sword harnesses internal energy in forms at once classical, subtle, intellectual, powerful, and spiritual, in the all-embracing way of the crouching tiger and hidden dragon. Back in the midst of time, great secrets waited to be discovered by the true seekers of the way on mysterious Mount Wudang. Mount Wudang is a sacred Taoist place in the western part of Hebei Province and one of 4 mountains immortalized in the Taoist beliefs of China. Legend says the Taoist god Wu Dadi found enlightenment in these mountain fastnesses and thus everlasting life in heaven. Some 500 years ago, a skilled master created the unique Wudang school of martial arts after long periods of contemplation on the mountain, when it was revealed to him that softness can be employed to combat strength. In fact, while Shaolin is honored in the north, Wudang is equally revered in the south as a martial art that develops soft internal energy to overcome the hardest attack. Wudang Kung Fu has its roots in religion. It is closely related to the native religion of Taoism in China, which is why the followers of Wudang are often Taoist monks. By leading the hermit's life on Mount Wudang and relentlessly practicing martial arts, they hope to gain true enlightenment. The sprawling 312 square kilometers of rugged mountain ranges on Mount Wudang support many temples dedicated to various Taoist gods, most of which have withstood the erosion of the elements for more than half a millennium. Such is the reverence in which the area is held that in December 1994, Mount Wudang was included in the exclusive World Heritage List by UNESCO. More than 100 Taoist temples are sited in this challenging terrain, the largest and best preserved of which is the Temple of the Purple Sky Palace. Every day, the spiritual head of Wudang leads his students in the worship of Wu Dadi. These students firmly believe that martial arts spring from Taoism, which itself is a reflection of those arts. The never-swerving goal of the students is to gain godlike immortality so that the spirit will live forever.
那么所谓武当功夫啊，它实际上是道家的一种养生之术，通过动与静之间的结合，呼吸吐纳以及内丹功的修炼，达到使人身体延年益寿。所以我想它不是以格斗为目的，它注意什么？注意是防御。
Wudang patterns as an art of defense are extremely intricate and highly regarded all over the country. The pattern of ambush from 4 sides is a combination of various Wudang Kung Fu boxing and weapon skills. The players spar seamlessly, attacking from different directions and defending from different angles at the same time. Wudang Short Sword. Wudang Pugilist. Bagua, or 8 diagrams palm. Yin-yang yue, or a sword with semicircle blade. Mind form boxing. Tai Chi boxing. periparetic palm, bagua, or 8-diagram sword,
我们看到的一些阵法，我认为它是对军事学和这个天文地理以及人文学的一种演化。那么这个阵法呢，古代可以用在军事上。
The Taoist monk Yo Xuande left his home for Mount Wudang at the age of 14 to seek a superior form of martial arts and practiced hard in the mountains for the next 30 years. Today, he is a reputed master and has become the spiritual leader of Wudang. The basic Wudang sword form is known as the 7-star pattern, whereby 12 students play together and unite as a whole. Sword in hand, each student follows a set of footsteps comprising circles and squares, which resemble the Big Dipper of the night sky. The pugilist pattern is also inspired by nature, and in this pattern, Wudang students use pugilists, dust-removing implements used in temples, as weapons. They complement each other perfectly and are derived from the interaction of yin and yang, simultaneously incorporating attacking and defensive moves to subdue opponents. The soft pugilist exhibits the power of stiffness arising from softness. Encased in mountainous landscape, the Purple Sky Palace resembles a carved chair and is commonly known as the Fortune Land of the Purple Sky. On the 1st and 15th day of every month in the lunar calendar, many believers will congregate at the Purple Sky Palace to dedicate incense and pray for the blessings of Zhengwu Dadi. Taoists from near and far come to Mount Wudang to pay homage, and other followers of Wudang Kung Fu visit this special place with one purpose in mind: to learn the exquisite martial arts of Mount Wudang. 35-year-old Ali is from Iran and has dedicated his life to the study of Chinese martial arts. Some years ago, he studied Kung Fu at the Shaolin Temple, then returned to his homeland, where he became a Kung Fu Sifu and attracted many students. Like many before him, however, he sought a higher level of understanding, so he worked for 2 years to save enough to travel back to China and learn the martial arts of Mount Wudang.
I think it's good for health, and it have been more beautiful movements.
At the foot of Mount Wudang, there are many martial arts schools. Ali studies at Wudang House, which was founded by Yo Xuande, the 14th spiritual leader of Wudang. This is also the only martial arts school from which students can learn the original Wudang Kung Fu passed on from an unbroken line of spiritual leaders. In the past, Wudang Kung Fu was restricted to just a few deserving students and was completely unknown to outsiders. As time passed, Yo Xuande came to believe that the practice of martial arts is good for everyone and now promotes Wudang Kung Fu far and wide, watching Wudang Kung Fu become increasingly known throughout the world. As is traditional in all important schools of Chinese Kung Fu, the most sophisticated and delicate skills of Wudang are passed on to only a select few students. Whether a student will become a great master depends on talent and unceasing daily practice. In some ways, the martial arts of Wudang and Shaolin could not be more different. For example, while Shaolin lays emphasis on external fist and leg forms, Wudang focuses on the generation of internal energy, a gift from the cosmos.
那么我想武当的功夫啊，它是对道法的一种演化，所以这个区别是很大了。
里边是不是包含那个阴阳跟那个五行？
它的核心思想呢，是以道家哲学思想阴阳为主体。那么阴阳的互变啊，就产生了很多动机。 比如说动与静啊、虚实之人之间的变化，那么整个武当功夫啊，你可以看到它像一条游龙，是吧？可以上下翻腾，然后静又静入山岳，动入波涛，所以给人看起来啊特别有神韵。
Wudang boxing is also known as internal energy boxing. It is the most basic, the most powerful, and the most widely known skill of Wudang Kung Fu. The movements of internal energy boxing are not complicated. The power of this boxing depends on the exponent's reservoir of internal energy. Normally, the longer a student has practiced, the greater the internal energy he acquires, and as a result, his boxing will be more accomplished. When a master of internal energy boxing faces an opponent, each blow he delivers will be highly relaxed, calm, and soft. Very often, strength can be defeated by weakness. Speed can be overcome by slowness, and a large force can be diverted by a small one. Of all the forms of internal energy boxing, the pushing hands of Tai Chi are the most powerful,